It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. For those of you who are brand new, welcome. I'm so glad you joined us. Listen in, subscribe, tell your neighbors, your friends, and your co-workers, and let's get this work around the world. All right. And then my regulars, good to see you. I hope all is well with you and your family, and that you're doing what you're supposed to do, and that you're getting done what you're supposed to get done. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Today's going to be kind of a short session today, but I think it's going to be an important word for you, for all of us, and we can all use this word. All right, let's go ahead and get started with "This is my life, and I get to change it." And for those of you who are brand new, this is called an affirmation. And affirmations are things that you say to yourself to rewire your brain, because we are all socialized a certain way. And so we have to make sure that those socializations that we've had, those messages that we've been socialized with, are actually good for us. So, and I don't know what you've been socialized with, so I just making sure that I take it on to give you new messages. And one of the new messages is that you have the power to change your life. So let's go ahead and say, this is my life, and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, if I want to, because the Creator gave it to me. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. Just know that you are powerful in this world. You are born with power, and you will always have power in your life. The question is, do you know how to use it? All right. So today's virtue is really talking about simplicity, simplifying your life, just making it simple. And this is a very busy season for me. There's lots going on with me. I have huge projects I'm working on. I've got reports due. I've got team meetings to do. I have got so much going on. Just so much going on right now. And there's a lot to do. So how do you get through these really, really busy seasons where there's so much going on? And how do you get through them gracefully? And the answer is to simplify it. Simplify it. Just make it simple. Because really life is pretty simple after all, right? If you were given breath in your body to wake up this morning, you got to wake up. And isn't that a beautiful thing? And if you got to wake up this morning and your limbs work, you got to get out of bed. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And if that happened, then you simply get to ask yourself the question, what can I do today to make a difference? To make a difference where? In my own life, to make a difference in my family, to make a difference in my community, to make a difference in my world. What one thing, just one thing, can I do today? Will I do today to make a difference? And so we take all of this confusion and all of this complexity, and there's so much going on, so much happening, so much to think about, and just simplify it and bring it down to really 3 simple questions. And the first question is, what am I supposed to do? Now, most of the time, what we do is we spend a lot of time asking ourselves, what do people want us to do? Right? And or what is someone else doing? which is very confusing because the truth of the matter is that what someone else is doing is really none of your business. Your business is what you are doing. Because when it's all said and done, and you stand before your creator God, and you have to answer for your life, and don't think you won't have to answer, because we all have to answer. Why? Because you were given a life. This is a beautiful thing. You were given this thing called life, and you're going to have to answer for that. So the big question is, what did you do with it? What did you do with your life? Let's make that really simple every day. Every day, the simple question for you is, what will I do today? What will I do today? And it's important to know that what, because once you simplify that, what am I doing today? Guess what? You now have a roadmap to what you are going to engage in. And for some people, unfortunately, we're just wasting life. We're just wasting time. We don't know what we're supposed to do because we haven't thought about it. We haven't asked ourselves a simple question. We're involved in all this complexity and confusion and who's saying what and who did what. None of that stuff matters. What only matters right now for you, so I'm talking about simplifying your life, is what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? And you may say, well, Dr. Verna, isn't who am I supposed to be? The truth of the matter is that the who you are will show up in the what you're supposed to do. If what you're supposed to do is this particular thing, then get who you are will show up. If what you're supposed to do is to write a book, who you are as a writer, the writer in you will show up. If what you're supposed to do is to make sure you stay close to your family, who you are as a mother will show up. It will come out of you because you know what you're supposed to do. Simplify it. What are you supposed to do today? Just choose one thing. Don't choose 15 things. Sometimes, I have my things to do list, right? My things to do list. And I write all these different things I'm supposed to do. The truth of the matter is that simplify. You can only do one thing at a time. Right now, I am doing this podcast. There's nothing else I could be doing right now. I'm doing the podcast, right? My family, my husband makes brunch on Sundays, so my brunch is waiting, but I'll eat brunch after I do my podcast. But you can only really do one thing at a time. And you can have other things prepped to do next. So I know that I'm doing this one thing now, and my brunch is prepped, so that will be next. And then something else might be prepped for, gets called preparation, but really only doing one thing at a time. Okay. And then the second question, this is such an important question. And by the way, people who are complex and confusing in your life, those are subtractors and dividers. And you know that because you've read my first book, The Power of People, 4 kinds of people who can change your life. And for those of you who are brand new, I'm a best-selling author. I've got 4 books on the market. This particular book, The Power of People, is the first book that you'll read of mine. And my newest book, Power Lessons for Life, is a beautiful book. Actually, and lesson number 7 is a lesson called Stay Younger Longer. And one of the ways to stay younger longer is to simplify your life. Okay? Just make it simple. So the first question you ask yourself is what? What am I to do today? And then put everything you have behind that what and get that thing done. Because when you finish that thing and you know what you're supposed to be doing, and that thing you may finish in a day, you may finish in a week, you may finish in a month. For some of us, it took a year, right? Whatever that what is. And then the second question for you to ask yourself, and this is a personal question, is so what? This is this purpose question. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Oh, to simplify your life, you must figure out your so what. Why am I doing this? Why is this important to me? Why is this important to my family? Why is this important to my world? You got to figure out that so what, because here's why. If you're continually doing things, but you don't understand the why, you're going to burn out. You're going to get stressed out. You're going to lose it. As a matter of fact, you may even get sick, right? Because what is sickness? What is sickness? It's basically your body responding to your life. Your body is crying out and saying something's wrong with this life. And as a result, sickness. So if you don't really understand your why are you doing what you're doing? Are you supposed to be doing that what? Is that who you're really supposed to be? Is that what you're supposed to be really doing? That's so what? And that's an internal reflection between you and your creator. Is this what I'm really supposed to be doing, Lord? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this who I'm supposed to be? This so what is really important. And then the third really simple question you're going to ask yourself is the now what question. Okay? Now what? Now that I know what I'm supposed to be doing, now that I know why it's important, now what? Now what am I going to do? Now how am I going to do it? Now who am I going to do it with? And you get to ask yourself that question, now what? And that's the fun part, where you say, okay, now what? Guess what? I do get to write that book. I do get to start that business. I do get to, stop watching 15 hours of TV episodes and get off my couch and get something done with my life and stop complaining. I do get to do that now, right? I do get to buy a new car. Yes, I do get to do that now. I do get to meet new people. I do get to create that new event. I get to do that. Why? Because I know what I'm supposed to do. I know why I'm supposed to be doing it. And now I get to go for it. And you get to do it with joy. When you simplify your life, you get new joy, you get new energy. Interestingly, people notice as well. And they wonder about you. They wonder, like, what is she doing? Like, how come she's so happy? And, what's going on with her? What does she have? What does she have? I want that. Why? Because you've simplified your life. I want your life. I want the complexity out of your life. Get rid of all that mumbo jumbo stuff, all that confusion. Just move it out and focus and just simplify your life. All right. So I hope this was helpful. It was certainly helpful to me. And I want you just to have an amazing week. And get my new book, Power Lessons for Life. It's a great way to simplify your life and just really get some new nuggets for your life every day. Let's go ahead and finish up with our affirmation. And don't forget, subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe too. As a matter of fact, make it your, if you would, just ask 5 people to subscribe. Okay? All right. This is my life, and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, if I want to, because the Creator gave it to me. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. All right. Have a good week. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Hi, I'm Shaletta Brundage. I'm a media personality, podcaster, and a business owner. But my most important role is mom. 3 of my beautiful kids have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. When I didn't know who to trust or where to turn, I found ACRA. ACRA provides home care services to families all over Minnesota. The care is not one size fits all. They know each one of my kids is unique. They listen to what resources we needed and what's best for our family. I've seen my kids grow and thrive with ACRA's in-home care. While autism is the most common diagnosis among ACRA clients, ACRA offers personalized in-home care services for people with disabilities, chronic illnesses, behavioral diagnosis, and mental illness. They work with children, adolescents, and older folks too. Find out more about ACRA at their website, acrahomecare.org. ACRA helps me provide my kids with a better quality of life. They can do it for your family too.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business. Are you up to date on your COVID-19 vaccinations? It's not a one-and-done situation. You and your family may have gotten the original COVID-19 vaccine, but the virus keeps changing, and now new variants are circulating in our community and continue to make people sick. Getting updated COVID-19 vaccines will protect you from the original strain and these newer variants. The number of updated doses you need depends on your age, your health conditions, and your previous vaccinations. So talk to your doctor or healthcare provider to be sure you've received at least one updated vaccine and boosters.
Do you worry that lead-based paint in your older home might be dangerous to your children or kids who visit you? Well, Hennepin County put those fears to rest. Hennepin County offers free lead tests and home assessments. If they find anything, eligible homeowners and landlords can receive up to $15,000 for work on the home, including new windows. The government banned lead-based paint 45 years ago when it was discovered that lead poisoning can affect development and cause permanent damage in young children. But 75% of those homes built before 1978 still contain some lead-based paint. As the paint degrades, it can make dust that little kids ingest when they're crawling and putting things in their mouths. So make sure your home is safe and hazard-free. Learn about testing and that $15,000 grant at hennepin.us/lead control. That's hennepin.us/lead control.